迷ってられるか。頼む、シルフィー、ルセリア、召喚。
天罰です。神の来撃。地獄へ落ちな破滅の突変。
So I really liked this episode of No Exploration Hero or Nobody's Exploration Hero. I thought this was a really good episode. What's funny is at the beginning of this episode, I had told myself, I was like, okay, as Kaito is coming in and he's joining the girls and he's joining this brand new party, I was like, I bet it's only a matter of time before he has to release or summon Sil and Lucy. Like something's gonna happen to where they get pushed up against a corner or they come across a boss and he's gonna have to summon them. I did not think, and I swear, I put it on everything. I said that at the beginning of the episode, like once he actually decided to join them and he actually like went, started to go with them or whatever, I was like, that's exactly what I said. And little did I know, like 5-10 minutes later, not even 10 minutes, like 5 or 7 minutes later, that they're going to come across like the Loch Ness monster. And sure enough, he was in fact going to have to summon Sil and summon Lucy. And while I was thinking that, I was like, it makes no sense for him to be hiding it. Like once you've formed a party and you solidified the friendship with Hikari and I forget what the other girls' names are, but once you've kind of come in and you've solidified this relationship with them, it doesn't make sense for you to hide your summons, especially because the summons are already hidden from the cameras and stuff. So it's really just making sure that the people that you're entrusting your life with are the ones that you are entrusting your information with. So it kind of just made sense, that, when it comes to the girls, that, he was actually upfront with them. And of course, the moment that he summons them, they accepted them right away. They're so cute. They're adorable. Question mark on one of the, they do go and they go and wash up at the sauna or like the baths or whatever. And I guess maybe inside of the dungeon, there is a place where they can still have access to their systems and powers and all that, but apparently inside of this place they were still able to have the summons go and bathe with them and stuff, and they were able to get closer. Again, big question mark on that, because I was like, once they leave the dungeon, I thought the summons couldn't come. So again, big question mark there. Not 1000% sure on maybe there was a hot springs or like baths, sauna, baths, whatever inside of the dungeon someplace, or maybe it was like maybe before you leave the dungeon, you get put inside the offices and they're technically still within the dungeon. Again, big question mark, not 1000% sure. But regardless, they were able to spend time with Lucy and with Sil, and the girls, Hikari and all of them were able to get closer to the girls, and they had no problem with it at all. And now, our boy Kaito can be more upfront with them on, how he uses them, why he didn't use them, and all that other stuff. But I was very glad that he was able to save the girls and they were able to defeat this big monster, which the only thing we didn't see was with them gaining experience and gaining monetary accomplishments from the Loch Ness monster, because that was a big monster that they defeated, plus all the tuna and everything else. We just didn't get to see Kaito get rewarded for that. Last thing I'll say too, or not last thing, but the other thing I'll say too is this was episode 6. And what's crazy about Exploration Hero is there's only 11 episodes. And I was thinking to myself, it's kind of crazy to me that we're only, or that we're already, not only, but we're already 6 episodes in, because most anime this season are either at episode, this week was episode 4 or maybe 5. But with Exploration here, we're already at 6. And the crazy thing about that is there's only 11 episodes this season. So we only have 5 more episodes before the end of the season, which is just mind-boggling because it's only August and the summer season runs through September. So it runs through the end of September and then, is that right? Right? Because we, July, August, September. Yeah, and then October, November, December is fall anime, and then winter is January, February, March. So yeah, that makes sense. So I found it weird, you know, like, or not weird, but considering that we have 5 weeks left, essentially this would be the first anime of summer done 2 or 3 weeks before all the other animes. So regardless, let me think what else. They also in, you know, Akagi, I think that's her name, Akagi, Aikagi, something like that. Anyway, we found out that the main girl who could potentially be another love interest, because she, you know, she had our boy, you know, on her knee, you know, being resuscitated when he lost all of his MP. We found that she goes to college at Oka Academy, I believe it's called. And that's the same academy that his girlfriend or neighbor, Haruka, wants him and her to go to. So the next date for him and Haruka is going to be them going to Oka Academy to go see this, to go see the academy, but then to go see this Akagi girl. And I'm very interested on how next episode is going to turn out, because he's obviously going to run into the girl who invited him there, and then he's taking Haruka, which doesn't quite know yet. So I have a feeling next episode is going to be where all the secrets he's been holding unfolds, and Haruka is going to get pissed. And I don't think she's going to get pissed the fact that he's going to the dungeon. She's going to get pissed that he's been going to the dungeon and he's in a party with 3 other girls, including a girl who could potentially be a love interest, which, you know, girls have a sixth sense. She's going to automatically sense that this girl likes him also, and that's going to cause a whole kerfuffle, and he's going to get in some hot shit. So that's going to be funny next episode. Outside of that, though, I thought this was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I've been... How do you say it? It's kind of one of my, like, hidden enjoyments this season. Is like I just really like the show, and I know it's not like good, but it's not bad either. It's just, you know, it's a mediocre show. But of the mediocre shows this season, like, if I throw this into a bowl of mediocre shows this season, if I think about Osan Newbie, I Parry Everything, Wistoria Wand and Sword. What else are we covering on the channel this season? Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World? If I throw it in a salad bowl with all of these similar shows that I would call, you know, 5 to 7s out of 10s, you know, depending on what day of the week you're watching it on, for me, I think this is the more enjoyable one, because it doesn't go too deep on anything. So you don't, even if you overthink, there's nothing too crazy here. But that's how I feel right now in the moment. It could change. But anyways, let me know how you guys feel about this week's episode. We're already halfway or more than halfway into the season. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for episode 7. Peace out, my friends.